given everything, the last game and then this one?
Yeah, I mean, it was good to see our guys get rewarded for some of their hard work here. I mean, I don't think we've been playing great hockey last handful of games, but hasn't been all bad either. I thought we generated a lot of really good scoring chances tonight. Didn't manage the puck that well at times, so being able to kind of dig in the third period and finally capitalize on a couple chances and come away with the 2 points is always encouraging.
Really, both goalies were good, but Wedgewood really made some stops, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought both goalies were good. And Wedge, they build that lead, and we're kind of in a position where we can't give up another one, right? And we had some turnovers and gave up some quality scoring chances against, and he came up big and kind of kept us in that hockey game for a while, and then obviously did a nice job in the shootout and was able to help us secure 2 points. So pretty good all-around effort from him, especially after falling down 2.
Druin leaves at the beginning of the first period or around the end. Where any status on his injury and why he left?
Lower body injury. He'll go get evaluated, and then we'll know more. As of this point, I don't really have an update on him, except he wasn't able to go.
You guys start coming on in the third period with some of your top players, guys like McKinnon doing the things he does. He takes that penalty when you're at a time when you probably wanted to use him, but you're still able to get the game tied in a minute.
Well, I mean, they come out, once he comes out of the box, they have a big shift, obviously, get that first goal to give us a chance. There was still quite a bit of time left on the clock. We felt like if we found a way to, stay or get in and out of our zone, that we'd be able to go to the other end and create some chances. We had been creating some quality chances all night and just weren't able to find a way. And, I feel like Chicago's played us really hard this year. But it was nice that they finally made a couple plays and executed and were able to shoot well and get them in the back of the net. So I thought we had some better chances than that didn't end up in the back of the net. We missed the net a few times and Knight made some big saves. So you got to just stick with it. I mean, that's your mentality at that point. You got to stick with it. You got to keep generating enough chances, try and tie the hockey game.
Was it a little bit of a scare with Natchez, and is he okay?
Yeah, that was a little scary, especially when you see the video. His head kind of snaps back and his neck snaps back. He was good enough to come back out, so that's a positive sign. He's moving around pretty well. I'm worried that he might be stiff and sore tomorrow, and it could be a question mark, but we'll see what the night brings and see how he presents in the morning.
That shootout goal by McKinnon was pretty much a dandy that he threaded in there.
Yeah, that was a big one. He hasn't scored on a couple of his last attempts. We've been trying some other guys. We got some new guys in the lineup that have done a nice job, but just kind of had a gut feeling on him tonight, and obviously makes a great move and couldn't come at a better time.
Yeah, thanks, Jared.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Given everything the team's been through lately.
Yeah, it's always important. I think for us, it's just a confidence thing. I think we've been on the receiving end of this a little bit, being up, going in the third, and then giving up a few. So we just need to simplify and kind of continue to play our game. And we started generating stuff at the end of the second, and then we started finding ways to do it in the third. And we still gave up quite a bit, but Wedgie stood in there for us and played really well.
Nice to get that career high 29th.
Yeah, didn't even really realize. Onward, upward.
Take 1,000.
You mentioned Wedgewood. How good was he tonight? I mean, he made a lot of stops, especially breakaways.
He made some really good stops. We needed him to be good tonight because we were giving up some really high-end opportunities, and it's going to happen like that sometimes. But our legs started a little bit slow tonight, a little disorganized, and like I said, we were able to figure it out in the second, and Wedgie kind of held us in there up until then, and then obviously in the third made some huge saves as well.
Going into the third down 2-0, was there something said in the locker room or something like that? Like, what was the message during that, going into the third?
It was great. I think everybody was stepping up, being vocal, and those are things that we need every single game, regardless of the score. So, again, it's just another confidence thing. Guys starting to feel better in the game with the last 8 minutes there in the second, and then in the third, kind of lots of ups and downs, but we were able to find a couple.
Like you said, you were starting to energize it a little bit in the third. You've got McKinnon getting his wheels really going in the third. He takes that penalty late in the third period. That could have been, that's ice time you probably would have had, but you guys were still able to pull it out.
Yeah, obviously you take whatever 2 or 3 penalties in the third there, and it was tough, but we have to have faith in our kill, and I think everybody on the bench is just uplifting. Nobody's kind of putting their head down. Everybody's like, all right, let's get it done, and then move on. So it was good. Wedgie made some good saves again, and yeah, we found a way.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cale. You guys are down 2-0 going into the third. What does it say about this team's resiliency that they're able to come back and get a win?
Oh, it was nice to be on the other side of it. You know, a couple ones recently where we've you know, obviously fallen back to it, but you know, credit to the guys. Even going out there in the third, and we were just looking to get one and see what happens. And obviously, it took to the last little bit there, but got it done. And then you know, credit to the guys in the shootout with a couple goals. Wasn't able to find it the other night, and we were able to get 2 tonight, so that was important.
The youth in their lineup make them, especially at time you've had.
Can you say that again, sir?
All the youth in the Chicago lineup make them a tough team to play against.
Yeah, obviously, you know, I don't know the exact games played on the guys coming in, but they're trying to make an impact. They're playing hard, and at the end of the year, when those guys get opportunities, I remember being in those shoes and trying to put your best foot forward. And regardless of who you're playing, you want to make an impact for your own career. So, you know, credit to them. They played hard. It was not an easy game for us, regardless of the standings and who's where. It was a well played game by them for sure.
All right.
Should I ask myself a question?
Thanks.